Hello fellow gamers, it is I, the player, and welcome to Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare.
Alone in the dark.
Yeah, thank you, I just said that. Well, Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare for the PS1, PC, and PS2, also for the Game Boy Color, that's a weird one, we gotta try that one at some point, was my first introduction to the Alone in the Dark series when I was a little bit younger, and it scared the ever-loving crap out of me back in the day. And to this day, it's probably one of my favorite, like, niche horror games. Like, you know, there's a big three, like Resident Evil and Silent Hill and Fatal Frame. And then there's just Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare sitting somewhere in between. I was too young for the original ones, and nobody likes the PS3 one. So, this is the one that I hold dear to my heart. And, I don't know, it kind of gets lost in the cracks sometimes when you talk about horror games. So, yeah, let's do this. Also, this is going to be the PS1 version because, well...
Massachusetts, October 30th, 2001.
Sorry, I'm just rude. Because the PC version I bought on GOG does not work on Windows 10. Hooray! So, PS1 it is. Also, PS2 version is freaking expensive. I have that, I think, but somewhere in my old house. But damn, it's expensive. I didn't know it was so rare. Jeez. I just really like this game. There's a lot of nice things to this. This is probably my favorite iteration of Carnby. He just looks kind of cool. The voice acting is also decent. It's not the best, but, you know, better than Resident Evil ever was at the beginning.
Condi, this is Fizz. I hope you had a safe trip.
Seem to remember there being subtitles. I'm gonna have to see if I can enable those.
On a new case. I know, I promised I'd quit, but I was contacted by a man named Johnson to go to Shadow Island and investigate Obed Morton and the Apcanis writing tablet. Does that ring any bells? Now you understand why I couldn't say no and had to leave right away. I'm going tomorrow. I left some notes on the office desk. See you soon, Condi. Oh, I nearly forgot. If you want to contact Johnson, he's at 555-1495.
Is that Atari Jaguar?
Boston Police Department. Name Fisk. First name Charles. Date of birth February 17th, 1944. Presumed date of death October 24th, 2001.
So yeah, Garby's friends went to the Shadow Island and was like, yeah, I got this, and then promptly got killed off screen before the game even started. And this, my dear viewers, is Edward Carnby, the most badass person you probably never heard of in horror game history. The New Nightmare.
Somewhere in the United States, October 31st, 2001, 1800 hours, 43
Oh, Halloween! I didn't... Oh, man, I should have played it on Halloween. Didn't think about that. Also, yeah, the FMVs kind of look
They'll be on Shadow
ass.
Island in about an hour.
Carnby's a loose cannon, but we had no real choice. And the professor?
Professor Eileen Sedrak is convinced that Obed Morton is her... We had no trouble persuading her.
I must have those tablets.
Great
in
act.
translation. Is that clear, Johnson?
Perfectly, sir.
Also, I do enjoy, I friggin' love the whole, yeah, these people in suits in their offices in the middle of LA, downtown, whatever. Because that never happens in-game. In-game is all about, you know, horror and islands and mansions and shit. You're never in the big city. That doesn't happen.
Wake up.
What? Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Here. You'll probably need this. Do you have your radio?
Yes, I have it.
Aline. When we get to the island, for your safety...
She was
let us
already
get close
paying
to
attention to you, man. Eileen! Yeah,
Is
yes?
there any danger? I was hired to authenticate the translation of the Apcanis stones. I will be working with Professor Morton.
My
Exposition.
best friend died because of those tablets. He was killed on Shadow Island. And I swear I'm gonna find whoever
What's
did it.
with the claymation?
I'm very sorry. Listen, I know Professor Morton's reputation. He's a scientist, a great researcher.
Well, to me, he's just another suspect.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite iteration of Edward Carnby, because, you know, the original one, he kind of has the redhead mustache, kind of looks kind of weird. And, again, who the fuck enjoys whatever happened to them on the PS3 iteration? But this is a guy I can follow. He's a hero. How would something hitting... You know what? Why am I even talking about this? I have no idea how planes work. For all I know, all of the things, all of the guts could be in the top of that plane. And no, we never get to see what the hell just attacked that airplane. We never get to see that. You know, for making such a big deal out of it, you landed quite safely here. And the character models take over. Immediately losing a lot of quality here. Alrighty then. So, you get to pick one of two playable characters. You can either pick Edward Carnby, 33 years old, private eye, characteristics, owns a double-barreled gun. That's a characteristic. It is so well known that it's part of his character. Or you can play Aline Sedrak, 27 years old, ethnology professor at the Boston University, characteristics, a father unknown. She just tells everybody about it. It's the first thing. Hello, Aline, my father's unknown. It's great. So, I've only ever finished a game with Edward Carnby, because, you know, he's the action guy, he starts the game out with a weapon. Aline does not. She's more puzzle-based. It's a little bit scary, honestly, because, again, you lack a little bit of firepower at the beginning here. But because he's the main character, we're going to start with Edward Carnby, and if, you know, this Let's Play goes on long enough and you guys have enough interest, we're also, you know, might go and do Aline.
Alone in the dark.
Let's get to it! There are no subtitles. Great! Also, analog stick doesn't work. I'm so used to playing this on the PS2 version. Graphics seem to be a little less stellar than they are in the PS2 version, gotta be honest here, but you know, that's what you expect, because this is, in fact, the PS1 edition. Also, Circle puts up your flashlight, which is cool, you know, this is one of the few games that I can remember back in the day, where you were actually capable of turning your flashlight on and off. Also, this is another one of those instances where the backgrounds are pre-rendered, you know, Resident Evil just kind of did all that thing. Actually, I think Alone in the Dark, the original ones, also have pre-rendered backgrounds. Never mind, I was about to attribute something to, you know, Resident Evil that Alone in the Dark has already done in its own series. By the way, this game has something else that I hate. Oh, shit! What the fuck was that? Yeah! Jump scares! Long before FNAF, there was Alone in the Dark. This gate is secured with a combination padlock. I don't have the code. Damn right we don't. Oh my god. This game, I actually remember this game the most for getting horribly lost and stuck in it forever, so that might happen too. Great. But I know the early parts of the game. Just gotta get used to a little bit to controls again. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay, the analog sticks do work. I just thought, you know, it would be sensible that the right analog stick would be for your flashlight, but it seems to be the left one. I'm gonna have to check that out in between breaks, in between parts. Oh. Ooh, cutscene happening. Ooh, you know, get that letterboxing going. Let's do it.
Carnby, answer me, please.
Nothing. Aline, are you okay?
That actually happens quite often.
Hey, what was that thing? What the heck's going on?
As far as I'm aware, that's not just emulation or anything like that.
moment, I've
It's
got no
legitimately
idea.
the game does that.
Listen, I want out of here, right now.
Look, don't panic. I'll think of something. Where exactly are you?
On the roof of some kind of manor.
Why does it look like John
I nearly
Travolta?
got myself killed. I'm really scared. Please do something.
I'm really scared.
I landed in some woods about 100 yards from the manor. Can you see me?
See you? How could I? Help me, for Christ's sake. Turn on your flashlight.
Good idea.
Okay, I can see you now.
Sure.
That looks...
Okay, I see you too.
Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare. Characteristic. Sometimes those audio cues just happen out of nowhere.
How long will that take?
I don't know. As little time as I can.
What?
Aline, I'll come for you, and that's a promise.
Hurry.
Actually, there are very few moments in the game where they team up, believe it or not. I was actually, at first I was interested in the game thinking that maybe there would be some co-op mode, you know, maybe you could play with somebody else. Because I was like, oh yeah, two different characters. And this is not like Resident Evil, where you play, you know, two different characters, but they have the exact same thing going on, like RE1 did. Blood. Blood. No, and this is actually... Fucking that shit used to scare me so bad as a kid. But oh, this is actually entirely two different plots and areas going on in this game. So, yeah, you actually get two different scenarios, just like with Leon and Claire. Ooh, hello, good sir. I've never played the PS1 version. It's graphically inferior in a lot of ways.
Leave me be. I'm gonna die.
Also, voice acting. Excellent.
Gonna die.
Who did this to you?
This island.
It's actually a good question, because I don't know why the hell this guy would be on his island at all. Like, who sent him? Who's he working for?
Flee. Get out of here any way you can.
How did you get here? Okay.
Boat.
The boat hired him.
Shipment. He shot everyone.
I don't remember that at all.
Look, just try to stay calm. You've got a gun. I'm leading you some bullets. I'll go and find help.
But you'll die like everyone else.
Sir, I cannot understand you unless you, raise your voice a little bit. I also love all these models.
I'll be back.
His model looks very reminiscent of, like, old school Tomb Raiders, the original ones. I don't know, it just feels like most of these development teams got, like, the exact same modelers running around all the games. Also, don't get attached to this guy at all, because he wasn't kidding, he's gonna die. And it's not gonna take, like, an hour or two, no, you're just gonna leave here. And he's dead. Now, I could go back there and waste, like, a couple of my bullets, which is...
Aline?
Yes, Carby.
Aline, I think it's real important for you to find a place to hide.
What's going on?
I've no idea, but let's meet at the manor. No. Over.
Okay. Oh, there's a map. I just pushed buttons and the radio came up. My bad. I don't like the audio. Oh god, I forgot how actually, like, creepy this game can be. It's not the greatest game of all time or anything like that, but damn, I used to love this game. Can I not go back in? Okay, here I go. Enemies? Hello? I'm walking straight... Maybe he's dead. Oh, and I got a small bronze key. I don't remember that. Ooh. Did I just get a secret? Oh my god, did I obtain a secret? I'm excited. I have not played this game in so long. I've been there once, like many years ago, and it's been so long since then, so I'm really thrilled to be playing this one again. This is probably one of my favorite horror games. Just because of how, like, niche it is, I'd say. Because, again, I don't think many people play this game. Never mind, I did not find a secret. I think I need this. I think I just needed this. Yep, never fucking mind. I was really excited there for a second. I was like, ooh, I've discovered something new. But no, ooh, bullets. Cool. Nothing bad's gonna happen as I approach these, right? All the bad things are gonna happen. Dogs! Hello. Also, I don't think you ever fight these dogs. Oh, that's just... Oh! Okay, that's just gross. Goodbye. Goodbye. And then, it's so rude. It's not even gonna finish its meal. It's just gonna walk away, You don't play with your food like that, You eat it up or you throw it away. Just let it lay around like that. It's gonna rot. It's gonna smell bad. Okay, suddenly the music goes crazy. Seriously, this game does not have a 360-degree turn? I swear to God, it used to have one. I mean, a 180, sorry. 360, yay! Stupid. Alright, let me pick up the box of magnesium bullets. It can't just be 9mm as magnesium, because we feel really cool here. We feel really special. Man, I forgot how wonky these controls feel a little bit. Yep, we needed a fade to black for that one. And also be very careful about this, because after approaching them, they're gonna get loose. Ha! Pretty strong dogs. Luckily, for some reason, they decided to just completely avoid me and go after the killer of their friend. We gotta get a revenge. And we got a lot of magnesium bullets. That's pretty freaking cool. Yep, that's a lot of... Like I said, playing Carby is a lot more action-focused than playing Arlene. Eileen, she's very puzzle and hide and seek and, like, run for your life. Basically a third-person precursor to Amnesia and that kind of stuff. Pretty cool. I do think she gets a gun at some point down the line, but I don't remember that much. I've never beaten her story because, again, it was very different and pretty hard because of the fact you couldn't defend yourself. And I was too young. I freaked out too fast. I didn't like it. Also, I think I was lying because the dog should be after me right now, right this second. Just gotta run. Just gotta move. They're faster than me. They are so much faster than me, but I'm fine. Just gotta, juke them. Gotta juke them. Man, you have no idea. You gotta be honest here. There's a Game Boy Color version of this game, like I said earlier. And obviously, it's not gonna be inferior to the PS1 or PS2 version every single friggin' way. But for what it is actually managed to pack basically every single part of the PS1 game into the Game Boy Color version. So that's pretty fun, cool. Also, for fans of the original Alone in the Dark, Check this out. This is awesome. Where is it? Come on. Don't tease me like that. Here you go. Remember that one? Remember that from the first Alone in the Dark? It's missing a hand, but damn. I think this is really cool. Either way, let's keep on moving, and now we're gonna have our first encounter with the main enemies of this game. Weird little alien creatures. I have no idea. Also, that's a pretty good corpse right there, guys. Also, I think, oh god, I think I can just, you know, save my bullets if I just avoid this guy entirely. Or not. Or not. Apparently not. Apparently that was a big mistake on my part. Why can't I open that door? I know for... Wow, okay. That may be an emulation issue right there. Oh... Okay, never mind. I had to just let go of the run button for some reason. Okay. But that was funny. He just sort of glitched through the fucking stairs. And yeah, he's just gonna... God, this shit. The audio in this game is amazing. Do you want to activate this valve? Yeah. What kind of phrasing was that? Usually, do you want to turn this valve? Do you want to spin it? Not do you want to activate this valve? This is kind of weird. And there's another one. There is, in fact, another one. Hey, these shadowy creatures are basically the entirety of your enemies in this game. They're not as creepy as I remember them looking back, back when I was a kid. I think the dogs actually looked a little bit creepier, but whatever. And we are in the sewers, I presume. I didn't know that a mansion had its own sewer system, but this one has. Yes, this one in fact has that. And it's pretty green, pretty creepy. That's an interesting thing, right? That when you think of a sewer, a lot of people just think immediately green. Yeah, right, green. Like, I don't know why, but it just makes sense, I guess? Alright, you ready for the first boss? Boom! Now you just spin in a circle, and you wait for Carnby to automatically lock on and you just hex. That's the entire fight right here. That first boss, there you go. A sewer snake. I remember back when I was like, I think I first saw this game when I was like 9, 10, around that time. I need to look it up, but whatever. There was this magazine my dad used to collect, a PS1 magazine, with a strategy guide to this. And I would reread it because we didn't own the game, but I would reread this section over and over again, and I saw a tiny screenshot of this fight, and I was like, damn, that looks tense and scary, and wow, I don't know if I could ever do this. Also, I don't even notice, but shooting requires me to use 2 bullets because, for some reason, this is a double-barreled, dual-cylinder revolver. Yeah, you heard that right. A dual-cylinder, double-barrel revolver. Carnby does not fuck around, you know? He's going in. So that's cool. That's a unique weapon. But yeah, it uses 2 ammunitions, 2 bullets each time. So when you think, oh man, I have all this extra ammo, you don't really, because, you know, you use 2 bullets with each shot. And yeah, it requires an entire magazine to take that thing down. I have not shot a single bullet before this, so it takes an entire magazine to take it down. And I think you could consider that a boss, right? The game doesn't really have bosses in that sense, if I remember correctly. It's been so long. But I always considered that the first boss. But to be fair, you know, the games like these don't really need bosses per se, because, I mean, Resident Evil 1 had a couple bosses, but, you know, like Yawn, for example, the Tyrant was the only thing that you really considered a boss, right? Like, the Yawn wasn't really a boss, it was just a snake, ooh, whatever. And it could disappear. The Shark, you know, you could just completely, entirely avoid the Shark, so it doesn't really need bosses. By the way, what we just got, a Talisman of Saving. Just like in Resident Evil, you have a limited amount of things you can save with. So instead of typewriters, instead of having to find those and have ink ribbons, we just use Charms of Saving and we save the game. Cool. But that, we don't have to worry about because, again, I'm using a PS1 emulator because fuck you, Windows 10. You ruined my PC version. Screw you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment, consider subscribing, share the video with your friends. If you didn't enjoy the video, then hit a dislike and let me know why. And until next time, game on.